Gregory Isaacs has a song called Poor Millionaire. That's a penny in my pocket, but I feel like a millionaire. No shoes on my feet, but still I'm dancing. You know? Yeah, I like those type of lyrics. That's alright.
Culture lyrics.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself to us?
Well, I'm Teddy Davis, road manager. Have worked with Gregory Isaacs. I work with John Holt, booking agent, road manager. Book guys like Ken Boothe, Leroy Sibbles, Nooks, Jimmy Riley, all these guys, most of the vintage singer, Pat Kelly, Clarke, and all these guys, Boris Gardiner, you know, well respected. I've been in the business for over 30 years, coming from Chancellian days, on the corner, Idler's West. People like Leroy Wilson, Freddie McKay, Tyrone Taylor, Gregory Isaacs, Leroy Smart, people like that.
You just told us, you know, from on the corner. Can you explain to us what that means?
Well, on the corner was like Idler's Rest. You know, musician back in the days nobody had no phone. So we used to go down there like a job. In the morning we leave the house like at 10 and a shower, go on the corner, because that time it's like there was no phone, so you had to be at the wicket. Somebody came along and says, Teddy here and not here, you find the next guy. So you had to be there physically. So we used to go down there, hang out like from 10 in the morning to like 10 at night. You know, we go to the market, it's nearby. Leroy Wilson used to buy some fish called bang and breadfruit, and we roasted the breadfruit and roast the fish and, you know, whatever it took to go through the day. There was much money making, but then a guy go to the country and did a show. When he came back Monday morning, you know, everybody on the corner would have a drink, because there was this Dulce bar on the corner.
Everybody shared.
Everybody shared, you know, because whoever come work Saturday night, you know, Monday morning, them go and buy a drink. So it was like that, you know, until everybody evolved. We then eventually they left from there, came up to Skateland. Because after the politics and we had to kind of leave, you know, back in the 80s. Went up to Skateland and...
Can you tell us what Skateland is?
Skateland is a kind of hangout. There's a skating rink. People used to come in and skate, you know.
It's on Halfway Tree, right?
Halfway Tree, yeah. And then there used to be a Aquarius recording studio. So we were like overflow from the studio, because the studio we used to hang out in Skateland, because Skateland is next door. To the studio. So we used to hang out there, you know, and just like the same thing like downtown, go there and a promoter would come in or wherever, book artists, whatever, where the guy would make the link. At the time there was no phone, so you had to go to the ghetto or wherever and find the artist, and then you might make a commission. So, you know, it all started from there.
And you were there in the old days, and you are still here right now.
Yeah, man.
Can you explain a little about the development, the reggae music, the reggae business has made?
Well, back in them days, like I said, there was no phone. There was no pure management and stuff, so, you know, used to be with the artist straight. Now, made some improvement, somewhat, structural wise, you know, management wise, and there's no agents and coaches and all kind of stuff. Back in them days, there was nothing, it was just a feel and a vibe. You know, now the business started to get away, everybody started to get interested, and, you know, companies started to get involved, so there's managers now and agents and all of that, and, you know. Well, that thing has changed. I mean, quality, maybe we can discuss that, but it's a dancer now, it's a branch of the reggae. So, you know, everybody is doing their thing.
Different thing. Different branch.
Different, you know, different strokes for different. So it's kind of changed a bit somewhat. But there's the guys who the John Holt and the Ken Boothe and the Leroy Sibbles and Freddie McGregor and these guys still doing the original stuff. Honestly, I thought the music was dying, like, you know, the good part of the music, but there's the music school turning out some wicked. There's a few bands now, like there's bands back now, you know, there's bands like C Sharp and Crossfire, whatever the name is, Dub Tonic, and several other little bands, and there's some youth coming out like Ibo Cooper from third year. I think he's doing some teaching at the school, and also Will Stewart, drummer, used to play Byron Lee, and they're trained musicians, so they're turning out some good youth now. I'm surprised. I'm
happy.
I'm happy for that. Because I was talking to Nadine Sutherland there, and I was sitting backstage watching a show, and I was saying to her that I thought the music, you know, is dying, but she said, wow, you know, there's a new one, and maybe in a couple of years, the music is like going to change, because you have some youth now where they read music and they play music, and they, you know, the music school, Enna Manley, School of Music, turning out some good musicians through Ibo Cooper.
one of the classic artists like Justin Hines or Gregory Isaacs or Dennis Brown, because you worked with all of them, is there a particular story you want to share with us?
Well, boy, there's so much, and I didn't work with Dennis Brown much, but he was a friend. I got a chance to go on the road with him a couple of times because I used to work with Talent Corporation, which is a company owned by Tom Cowan and Carlin Davis.
Yeah.
So I used to work with them as an agent. So I used to go on the road. I got a chance to go on the road with Dennis a couple of times.
Okay.
But me and Gregory Isaacs was bridging from Chancellor when I met him like back in the late 70s. Through a friend in Toronto. And then back in the Chancellor days now, I had a car, I had a car with this, so me and him used to make some moves. And then he asked me to, he had a band, he was one of the early guys who had a band. And he asked me to be like the road manager. So I used to travel with the band, go to Negro and all places like that. Gregory Isaacs is one of the best human beings I know.
Yeah?
Yeah. One of the kindest person. A lot of people don't know him, but he was very close,
No, because there's a lot of stories.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of stories, but he's one of the best human beings I know.
Okay.
And I'm sure if you go around Jamaica, 100 other people will tell you about the same thing. And a lot of people can tell you that. Behind my back. A very good human being.
Okay.
And Greg is the type of guy, if he's buying a shoes for $200, the man will say, I want. It's not like he might buy one for $200 and give you another $100 to go buy one over the cheaper store.
Okay.
He would, man. Gregory would come to my house on a Sunday. And ask me, alright? And I said, alright. I just call me and say, come check me for the color change. Like we just come off a tour with some US dollars. Or whatever currency. And he would come off a tour and call me the next morning and say, come check me for the color change. The color of the money. But one of the things I remember of Gregory Isaacs, there's two things. I booked him for a show in New York. Maybe about 4 years ago. And he was doing a show in Argentina the Saturday night. And the show in New York was the Sunday night.
Okay.
So Copeland said he wouldn't touch that with a long stick because Copeland went to Argentina with him. And Gregory said to me, just make sure you put the ticket in the suitcase. And he went with Copeland to Argentina to the show. And he was to continue to New York the following day, and Copeland would come back to Jamaica. So I was worrying and the Saturday night I was in St. Elizabeth with John Holt. And the thing was to fly out Sunday morning at 7 o'clock, get to the airport at 7 to catch a flight to New York. To meet Gregory at the airport to the show on Sunday night. So when I waited till John was on stage and everything, and got his money and everything, and then I told the guy, I said, give him this when he comes off, and that was about 4 o'clock. And I left St. Elizabeth, drove to the airport, catch a flight to New York. Got to New York, went to the hotel, then 6 o'clock I went to meet Gregory. Now, the thing I was worried about, there's one flight that leaves Argentina to get so as he could get to New York for the show this Sunday night. And that flight leaves at 5 o'clock Sunday morning. And remember, he's doing a show here. But I was worried about nowadays that maybe a 3 hours layover when you get to San Paulo or one of these places. And I'm concerned now that he might just drop asleep and miss the connecting flight. And once he did that, I was at the airport and he didn't come out right away as the flight came in. And after a few minutes, Gregory came out laughing, and I was so I said to Gregory, I don't have a big back, He said, you back big, man, don't worry yourself. And I respected that. And he came and did the show. Came from the airport, went straight into bed. Show time he get up, went and did the show, and went back straight into bed. Yeah, man, I respected that. Because Copeland said he wouldn't touch you the lamp stick because the time was so close. And there was one flight. You missed that flight, there was no second chance. And the other time we did a show in Westmoreland for Richard Stevens. And I booked the show for him. And normally the promoter was giving me the envelope. The money. So Richard saw Gregory and gave him the rest of the money on the night. And I was supposed to get 10%. And same as though Gregory got the envelope, he gave it to me and said, Richard saw me first, and gave me the money. Take your piece and give me back. And gave him the money, and I opened it, take my percentage and give him back. I respect that.
Full trust.
Yeah, man. And there's a lot of other stuff like that. There's millions of stories with Gregory because we spend a lot of time together.
Okay.
On the road and all of that. So one of the best human beings I know.
Well, very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a long story. What we talk about, an hour and a half, 2 hours.
No problem.
I know it's good.
Anything else?
What can I say? Well, if you need a real person, this is one. You know, this is Teddy in Jamaica. You know.
Service provider.
Service provider. You can link me at 876-865-9003. I'm a 24/7 person, on call every time, ready like Freddy. I mean, I'm a time person, don't worry yourself, you're safe with me. Ask them people everything alive, me I tell.
That's true.
Very true.
Yeah, man, that's how my thing going. Just like I said, pleasant and nice, and don't worry about nothing. Just want to make sure my bills paid, you know.
Respect, man.
Yeah, man. Respect it.